In this lesson, we're going to take a look at modeling the blinds. They're quite simple. These are just simple polys. I drew a spline to get the shape correct. I extruded it, added an edit poly, put a quad chamfer on it, and just turbo smoothed it to smooth out the chamfer. This is just a simple cylinder with a few cuts and things scaled down. And this is just a spline. It is, like I said, it's quite simple, just a few box modeling techniques, but it's just little things like this that add extra detail to your scene. So we're going to have a quick look at how to get the detail in the blind like this, and how to make this nice little pulley. So we'll just go into the front view, and the first thing I've done was to make a helix. So we'll just say 20 mil, like that. We'll do it 20 mil and radius 2. We'll bring that right down to 0. Oh no, we'll just leave it there at 5. And we don't need to worry about the height. We can put that to 0 because we want it to be flat. And then it's all about the turns. So with the turns, we can add this in so it makes like a rolled piece of fabric. And then we can make it counterclockwise, and this will be facing the right way. So what I then done was add an edit spline on top, and take this end vert and simply drag it down. And I put a couple of verts in here, so you can use the divide tool, which is quite handy. So divide it up 2 or 3 times, and that allows you to just put a little bit of movement into the model, so it's not perfectly straight. As you can see, this one goes the other way. And then for the bottom, just again, you can use the refine tool. You can click refine, and you can just add inverts wherever you need. So we can just stick that up to there, move these around, make them Beziers, make them corners just to get rid of whatever is stopping them going smooth. And then we have our little end piece that curves around. We can just smooth that out a little bit there. Generally with the spline, once I've got it modeled, I'll collapse it and convert it to an editable spline, because once I've done that, I've got the interpolation. So I can then press adaptive, which smooths my spline out. You'll see when it's off, it's faceted. When it's on, it's not. So that keeps it nice and smooth. Allows me to get nice smooth curves. Just smooth that round a little bit more. Now the next thing is to just extrude that. So we'll just go into perspective. And you can just extrude it, and that'll slide along any way you want. And there you have your blind. And then after this, generally stick a shell modifier on it. Put it quite small because fabric is quite thin. You know, just like 0.25. It's just that extra little bit of thickness to add in, and you just get a nice little break along here, a little fold line, which happens naturally. And then you can just smooth that off if you need to with auto smooth. You don't need to turbo smooth this. And then for the pulley, we'll isolate this and we'll go to the side view. We'll quickly do the little wheel, but it's quite, as I say, it's quite simple. It's not really anything special. It's just a cylinder. Oh, we'll do it this end. just a cylinder with a little bit of height, 10mm, radius 15, and we'll just put 2 segments in there. Pick these central 2, loop them, scale them down. You can inset these end polys, just so it means we can loop. And then if we press smooth, you can see what that's done. And then we just pick these 4 edges, and these middle ones actually, and we loop all those around, and then we can use the quad chamfer modifier and just put that at a small amount with a couple of iterations. Hit turbo smooth, and we have a nice smooth pulley. And then in the front view, or sorry, the left hand view, we can start drawing our spline. Actually no, we'll do it in the front view, it's a bit easier. So we can just go to splines, line, smooth, smooth, and we'll start from here, and we'll just draw around that. Now you need to put a decent amount of verts in this. That's mainly for the next part that we'll get to. So we'll just call anywhere the floor. So we'll let it bunch up here a little bit. Oh, that's having some fun, isn't it? So we'll just move some of these down. That's a bit much. That's not really going to happen in real life, is it? So we can just get rid of a few of these verts, so it's not as fake. It doesn't look as stupid. And we'll just pull that in a little touch. And then these ones here, we'll just bunch them up as if they're touching the floor. We'll just move a few to the side. Just gives a little bit of extra depth when it moves in more than one axis. Okay. I'm going to select all of the edges, all of the segments, and just put a divide in. Just divide by 2. And then we create a sphere. We'll just do it by 1 mil, or well, half a mil, 0.5. Let's see if that's too small. A 1 mil radius. Oh, where are we? Apologies, losing myself. Wow, really, I'm nowhere near this. So we'll drag it there. And the top view, we'll drag it here so we know where we are. And we'll see just how small that is. 1 mil might be a little bit too small, so we'll do it at 1 mil radius, which is a 2 mil sphere. And then what we'll do is we'll go to Tools, Align, Spacing Tool, and we'll pick our path that we've just drawn. And you'll see we've got 3 spaced around it. So as long as we put this number up and we just keep on dragging, it just keeps on adding it and it follows our path. So something like that looks fine to me. We'll just put 350 as a round number. Press apply, close that. And there you go. You have your blinds with the beads. And as I say, the end pieces are simply just a spline. I'll just go down with these. It's just a spline. We're not going to see any of the detail on these. They just need to be visible to make the scene look more detailed. But you know, it's just basically a box with a curved edge on it.